Hello everyone, and welcome back to the 2022 Spring Corporate Chess League season. I believe today is our final day of the Grand Prix, so after today we will know exactly which teams are advancing to the playoffs of the Corporate Chess League, unless I'm a big dummy and there's one more week. But I think this is it. I think we're done after this. So there's a lot to play for here tonight. 3 of our teams are pretty much guaranteed to be in the playoffs, but that doesn't mean there isn't anything to play for them here tonight. And our 4th team is very much still up in the air. All 5 teams of the season are going to be competing here tonight. We've got Doherty and Bayer competing for that final playoff spot. So a lot for them to fight for here tonight. Looking at my standings here, I've got Enterprise clearly in the lead with 184.5 points. They lead both Edward Jones and Ascension, who are neck and neck with 128.5 and 127.5 respectively. So they will be fighting to see who gets the higher seeding in that Final Four playoff tournament extravaganza. So a lot of fun there. Tonight we have, of course, 2 rounds, as we always do. The players play 2 games per round, 1 game with the white pieces, 1 with the black pieces. The time control, as always, is game in 10 minutes with a 0-second increment. So no extra time, you get 10 minutes and that's it. And it's pretty exciting. So of course, as I said, Doherty and Bayer are the ones competing for the final playoff spot, and they're gonna get their chance to show their stuff against each other in the first round. They are head-to-head in round 1 here tonight. That could be the deciding round for the Corporate Chess League. Who knows? Maybe they get in the playoffs. Maybe they play really well, and they could win the whole thing. But one of their dreams, unfortunately, will be ending here tonight. We also have Ascension squaring off against Enterprise in this first round. So Ascension will be looking to win this match in order to gain that ground against Edward Jones. They are just trailing by a single point. So they just need a single point more than Edward Jones here tonight to steal that number 2 seed. And Edward Jones gets the bye in the first round, gets the bye here. So they will get some free Grand Prix points for having the bye, and they get a chance to score some points as well by playing the other extra players from the other teams in round 1. Now, if we make it to round 2, we will have Doherty against Edward Jones, so tough matchup for them. But Bayer also has it pretty rough. They have to play Ascension. So that, again, could be very important for our playoff situation. And it is Enterprise, the number 1 seed with the bye in that last round. So with that, I think we are just about ready to get underway. Games should be starting any minute now. And I think I've got everything set up to be ready to spectate. I'm following just about all the players, following a lot of the players at least, so we should know when the round gets started. And while we wait, I'm going to do what everybody else is doing, and I'm going to see what's happening in the American Cup. So, of course, today was round 1 of the American Cup, and we have, round 1.2 of the American Cup, game 2 of match number 1. And so we are broadcasting here while those playoffs are underway to see who's advancing and who is getting relegated to the elimination bracket. No more champion bracket for some of those players. So the American Cup, of course, only the 2nd most important chess event happening right now. So once the Corporate Chess League gets underway, we will have our full attention there. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's see. Looks like Levon is doing well against Ray. He's going to be happy about that. Sam is battling Lenier. Jeffrey Zhang battling against Fabi. Looks like fun. Looks like fun. But without further ado, we have liftoff. Mr. Giustini Linguini up against NM Jin. So of course, what match is this? Giustini is Edward Jones, so this is actually one of our extra matches going on here. And let me make sure this is actually working. We've had some problems historically with chess.com, but I think hopefully it's working. But for now, we've got Justini. It looks like we're getting into an exchange Slav where black played this bishop f5 move super early. So whenever you see this, you always have to be wary of, yep, exactly this move. Queen b3 hits the pawn on d5, hits the pawn on b7. It's impossible to defend both of those pieces. It's just impossible. You can't do it. You can try, but you can't do it. At least not while abiding by the laws of chess. Yeah, so I think just the rest of the games haven't started yet. I'm not sure what the holdup is, but hopefully they get started soon. I don't really want to follow the extra matches because they aren't as important. Okay, so I'm going to refresh here. And let's see what we got. Wow, it's I Love Legos 2 up against Cross to PJ. Super exciting stuff. Okay. So I Love Legos 2, of course, is playing for Darty against Bayer. So this is the match I want to follow because this might be deciding who we get into our playoffs. This might be the one to determine everything here. This could be it. So what happened? Looks like we had a 4 knights opening, then bishop c4, d6, and knight to g5. So black might regret playing this d6 move, allowing this fried liver attack-like idea, because now after bishop to e6, the only way to comfortably defend this f7 pawn, white is actually able just to capture this pawn directly, and white should be much better. Normally, in the fried liver, you go bishop c4 first, then knight f6, then knight g5, and black must play this move d5 in that position. However, if you look here, black has already played d6, and white has used that extra tempo to develop this knight up to c3. So after knight g5, this d5 line is just going to be a lot worse for black. Not going to be any fun. That being said, this position isn't any fun either. I Love Legos 2, definitely under a lot of pressure. Let's see if I'm able to open a second game. I certainly can try. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, something is happening. Okay, there's this watch tab now. This is interesting. Okay, so there's Justini. Here is Cross to PJ. No. No. Okay, what if I X that out? Okay. Here's Cross to PJ. Oh, it's never easy. It's never easy. Okay, I don't think Deseret is playing yet. See, is C-Cell playing yet? Don't think C-Cell is playing yet either, at least not that I can tell. Maybe if I look over here. See what's going on over here. Meanwhile, I Love Legos 2 is absolutely tanking. Doesn't know what to do about this knight on e6. Just doesn't know what to do. Too many things are attacked. Okay, Deseret is playing, but it's just impossible. He just can never. We'll never know. We'll never know what's going on in his game. I am following him. I want to watch him. Okay, one game at a time for us. Fair enough. Fair enough. So what's going on in Deseret's game? So this is board 2 of Darty versus Bayer. So we've got d4, d6. Okay, it's slightly weird opening, an early bishop f4 by white. And that's as far as we've made it. So still early on here. Black is going for this sort of old Indian type setup where it's similar to the King's Indian, where eventually you do normally try to push this move e5, but black is including this move c6. He's taking his time about it. Maybe they'll play queen c7, maybe knight bd7, just leave all these pawns on the third rank for a while, and only when he's good and ready is he going to push this move e5. So this way of playing is called the Old Indian because it's sort of an older idea, but it's a reasonable idea. I actually recently taught a lecture about how to play against this opening. So if you're curious, Deseret, if you want to win these games against Bayer, just watch my lecture. Then you'll know. You'll know what to do in this situation next time it crops up. So Deseret just played this move bishop d3. Black is probably going to look to castle, look to play queen to c7, knight b to d7. And again, we're just trying to come out with this move e5. Just trying to come out with e5. Okay. And let's see here. What is going on? Okay, so as I suspected, chess.com is broken and no moves are being relayed to me. So here's the new tab with the new moves. So queen a5 got played and e4 and bishop g4, and chess.com just didn't want to tell me about it. They didn't think I deserved to know. So, oh, that's my email. Okay, here we go. Bishop g4 played, and dear God, I hope it shows me when moves get played now. Except it definitely won't. It still says black's clock is running after bishop g4. Ooh, okay, new plan, chess.com/live. We're going back to this one. And I've got this. And let's see what happens here. Yep, we can watch Justini and nobody else. Okay, I see. Well, since we've got Justini, let's see what's going on here. So we left it at this queen b3 idea. Black goes queen d7. White's going to take on d5, just no way to defend both of these pawns. So we get queen d7. Takes, knight out to a6, and white's just going to be up a clean pawn here. And now there is this nasty tactic as well, where this knight removes the defender, or this knight was defending against the fork. Bishop takes the knight. King d7, so you could take this knight on d5 and prevent the loss of a full piece, but that is going to allow bishop to b7 here, and like it's all bad. So Justini plays knight b6 here, sort of a weird idea. I guess he wanted to save the bishop by bringing it back to f3, and decided that he was losing a piece either way because all of these guys are attacked. So he throws in this weird check. Black plays king c7, and also very weird, and then goes ahead and takes on b6. And queenside castles, knight e2. Okay, and we just have some position where Justini is going to be up the full piece. All right, in that case, let me see if we can find another game to watch. Always the struggle. So I'll get rid of those. We'll try this new thing. What happens if I do this? Close out of that. It just can't be done. It just can't be done. I don't know why this keeps happening. This can't be like an actual chess.com just like bug for everybody. Surely it's not for everybody. I don't know. In the meantime, we'll stick with this, see what's going on. We'll flip the board so you can see it from Justini's point of view. And I am still going to try and see if I can find another game. See what I can do here. All right, he's playing. I'm going to click on him playing. I see him playing. Let's see if we get any moves. So this is going to be board 1 of Dirty versus Bayer. So what happened here? We got c4, e5, an English opening. Ooh, and it takes on c3. So for those fans of the Sicilian, you might be familiar with the Rossolimo attack. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. So this is going to be a lot like that, except with the colors reversed. Black is the one going bishop b4, taking here on c3, and then going c5. And so the ideas are going to be similar, but white is going to have a much easier game than if this had happened with colors reversed, because of course he has an extra move. So he gets to play things like d4 very easily, but the idea is going to be similar. Then it looks like we had this move queen d3, which of course runs into this fork on e4. Always got to look out for that. So black picked up an early piece. Ooh, and now black's taking on c4. Yeah, this seems to just all be going black's way. Then we got this b5, b4 idea, which is kind of weird. And then eventually black realizes that this pawn on e4 is actually pinned. Cannot take that bishop because of e1. And that's how we ended up in the current position. And again, I don't think chess.com is actually relaying the moves here. I think I'm just going to be frozen here forever while that clock runs, which is a shame. It is a real shame. Okay, what if I refresh? Do I get new moves if I refresh? I don't get anything if I refresh. That's so sad. C-cell. I want C-cell. What can I do to get C-cell 0603? What can I do? All right, I'm going to click on playing once again. Here's this game. And I am just looking for a single move to come my way. Just this once. What happened, by the way? C-cell was crushing. No, C-cell was not crushing. He was getting crushed. That's right. We saw white lose a piece, C-cell in trouble. Then this takes on d5, h3, e5. And now he took on g2. Okay, takes. And yeah, it looks like black broke through over here. We got a trade of the knight for the bishop. And white had a little bit of pressure here. But it looks like black is still just going to be up a clean piece. Tough to attack the king with only the rook and the queen left. And yeah, now I can see the clock's moving back and forth, but it's not going to show me any moves. Okay, but I can click reload. This is great. I'll click reload to get my new moves. What is queen h7? I don't understand. Did this actually happen? Did this actually happen? I'll be impressed. Be very impressed if that happened. It did happen. What's going on? Okay, here's the updated. King f8. Oh, rook e2 was played first. What? Okay. Okay. I think we're going to go to a break, try to figure out these technical issues because this is not working. So hopefully we're back with a more functioning chess.com. If not, good luck to these players. And so far, so fun. See you guys around. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the spring season of the Corporate Chess League. So these technical issues are not going to go away tonight, unfortunately. So unfortunately, we do have to sign off. Thank you as always to all the players playing this lovely event. We always enjoy having you guys here, and we will be live with a working broadcast for the playoffs. Unfortunately, it looks like chess.com is just not going to let us spectate any of the games today. Not much we can do if the platform we're on is not functioning for us today. So thank you guys who did tune in, and I hope to see you for the playoffs. My name has been Caleb Denby. It still is Caleb Denby. This has been the Corporate Chess League spring season. Thank you all so much for joining me, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.